Right. We've got used to the house being called.
We'll do the tea at the end.
Well, I've got a big cake
Okay.
cylinder with a thing on top.
Hang on a minute.
Just get the mic.
It says,
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the second of the 18 set, second of the 18 Qigong set.
I suppose there would be
And just have the feet shoulder width apart and just swing the arms around. So that's very relaxing. Breathing in and out. We'll leave the tea break to the end, I think, otherwise we'll never get anything done. So just have the hips sinking back and down. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax the shoulders, relax the feet. Let the arms relax. So remember, next week there's no class in the morning, but there will be a Zoom class in the evening if anyone fancies trying out Zoom. I'll be teaching my evening class live from my travel lodge. It's very funny because they often give me a really teeny tiny room, and and I have to move the bed, and if you can move the bed, because some of them are like attached to the wall, and that'll be fun. But hopefully I'll have remembered everything. So I'm doing my second of the 18 Tai Chi Qigong sets, because that's on the syllabus of the thing I'm being assessed on next week. So we're going to go through it.
It has to be really awkward. So
Yes. So we're going to go through all of the 18 moves today, and then and just learn each one separate, and then we'll do them all, and it will be quite fun. So, yeah.
do they give you a gold star if you pass?
I don't know. I think I'll get a certificate or something.
okay, I haven't done any Tai Chi for 10 years, but I'll try and keep up.
Yeah.
We do
So,
have a little stick
well, it's
at
a
the end.
health set. So I think the second one, I think he developed, Professor developed in, I think it was 81 or 79, I can't remember, it was 81. So what happened is back in 77, I think it was, he collected 18 movements, and we've done the first of the 18. And then he's a professor of Chinese medicine. He was also interested in Qigong and health and stuff, so he developed this set for health. And it proved to be so popular that he thought, oh, I'd better devise another one. And then, sort of 30 odd years later, there's now 8 sets in total. With the 8th set is basically all the favourite movements from the previous 7. So it's quite interesting. I've not done, I've watched the other sets on YouTube, very interesting, but I've just learnt the first 2, so I'll just teach the first 2. They're very nice. They're very nice. So we're just turning.
A compilation, that album.
Like an album, like a compilation of the best bits, yeah. You know, now that's what I call relaxation or something. I think it's, and then raise the arms. Open hand. And just have a little, we'll just do bounce and shake. We'll do a bit of bounce. Ah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Keep breathing small, very good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to bounce. And then that one. Very nice. So use your legs. Use your legs. That's it. We're going to breathe in and out. And turn so that the palms are up, so you get a nice open feeling in the chest. Very good. Keep breathing some more. Four, 3, 2, 1. And change. So one in front, one behind. So you just relax the arms. Just breathe in and out. Just feel the air as it comes in and out. So yeah, if you send me an email, I can send you the link for next week, the evenings.
What's your email address first?
Oh yeah, I'll need the, yeah, I can write it down. Keep breathing some more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And change. Just let the arms drop. Relax the wrists, relax the hands, relax the fingers. Keep breathing slow. Four, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So just feel that you're using your waist. So you press with the feet and you just loosen the waist and relax the shoulders, Breathing in and out. Breathing. Does anyone know when it's going to clear up, or is it going to be misty all day?
Most of the days.
Most of the day?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like clear late afternoon. Yeah.
But by which time it will be getting dark.
Yes.
Oh,
True.
great. Okay, yeah, it's
Yeah,
getting
no,
dark
it's-
at about 4 o'clock now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, and change. I mean, although last year I spent 5 days in Sweden, and it was getting dark at about just before 3 in the
Yeah.
afternoon, and it was getting light at kind of 8 or 9 or something. It was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
It's just like, that was very strange. Because you start, when it gets really dark, like it's been getting very dark, you just get tired early, don't you? You notice it, yeah. It's quite hard work. So this is wobbling, where we're making a circle shape with our arms. We're making a circle shape. So the trick with wobbling is making sure your hips are nicely sunk, and also that your shoulder joint is free. Your shoulder joints are nice and free. Okay. Right, how are our backs and shoulders and hips and necks today? Are we? Everyone all right in those?
Sorry?
Neck, shoulders and hips.
Yeah.
How are they doing this morning?
All
All right, okay.
right. No worse than usual.
No worse. All right, let's make sure our shoulders, hips, neck, knees and things are happy. So we'll just start with a little bit, very gentle shoulder exercises. So we start with one shoulder, it goes up, back, down and round. So we're just going to do that, just going to breathe. Gently turn the waist, lovely. Oh, it doesn't matter which direction you go, because we'll be going in the opposite direction after, anyway. And change. Posture check. Then we do the other shoulder so it's not left out. And the other way. Nice and relaxed, nice and tall. Sink the hips back and down, feel the ground under the feet. Breathe. Bird folds its wings. So just start like this, and you rotate around that shoulder joint, feeling the shoulder joint opening. It's opening in the chest, opening in the back, opening in the chest, opening in the back. Nice and gentle. Yeah. So, yeah, in Birmingham we're going to be learning Tai Chi that you do with these weighted ball things that for strengthening. I'm not sure what else I'll be learning, but I'm sure it'll be very useful. So, and one more. Nice. Okay, Pen waves its wings. So you rotate the shoulder so that the palm is out. And just feel that that other arm's nice and relaxed. And this, you just want to open the palm of the hand and relax around the wrist. So relax around your wrist joint. Breathing, check your posture. So you want to have a nice tall posture. So I was at a jazz concert last night. I was one of my friends was playing. A couple of my friends were playing, so I went to go support them. And I bought a ticket for the main event, and they ended up playing a quartet with a couple of youngsters. But the drummer, I didn't like his posture was terrible. So be nice and tall. It was just horrible. I was just like, oh no, I'm not watching that. Whereas when she plays the saxophone, she's very good posture. Because she does a lot of swimming, you see, so she does wild swimming, so...
Not playing the saxophone at the same time.
Not playing the saxophone at the same time, but I was often getting, because you know when I was in London, a text from her, did I want to go to the Serpentine and go swimming with him at 6 AM? And I was like,
Oh.
no. So she goes swimming. But by all accounts, it's invigorating apparently. So when she plays, she's very...
As long as you don't catch norovirus.
Norovirus. Oh God, yeah, horrible. And then the other way. Yeah, I mean these days, don't know what's in there. Horrible. And although these days there's a lot of musicians that do things like yoga and Pilates and Tai Chi and Qigong. Alexander. Yeah. Yeah, all them sorts of things. And then you kind of play a bit better, and you look better when you're playing. So it's quite good. Very nice. Okay, let's do the Monkey King. I'll just show you that from the side. Monkey King takes a seat. So you have your hips sink back and that hands act as a counterbalance. And then you come back upright. So you're nice and upright. So we'll just do that. I'll do that from the diagonal. Here we go. There's one. Now you don't have to go that big. It can be a smaller movement than what you think. Two. So you sink your hips back. So the hips have got to move. Look. The hips have got to move back as if you're about to sit down and that hands act as a counterbalance. 3 and 4 and once more 5. Very good. Nice. Okay. Next. So you turn. It's called polishing the table, and then you've got that hips counterbalanced by the hands thing going on, but this time they go round, they swing round, and you come back. Always put things back where you find them. So always have this bit in the middle, because if you leave it not quite, you wanna. So you turn, you swing the hips back and round, you swing the hands forward and round, and then you come back to the middle. 2, 3. Let's just do 4 of these and 4. We can look at it more next week. Fantastic. Okay, nice and relaxed. Hands on the hips. We're going to go to the side, to the front, to the side, to the back. To the side, to the front, to the side, to the back. And round the other way. and then the feet together, and the knees. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Okay, feel the hips sink back and down. Just do a little bit of work on the neck. We just turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Hands. Shake the hands. Shake the hands. And then fingers, moving each of your fingers and go out and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Circle the wrists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 7 and 8. And shake. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Elbows. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other way. 1, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Rolling forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5. Nice. 6, 7, and 8. Rolling back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over and under. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And shake. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 2 extras. 9, 10. Okay, next we're going to do thunder feet and 8 stomps. So you make thunder with the feet, and you do that with the hands, like we're playing the drums at the same time as thunder with the feet. And then we do 8 big stomps, like you're, I don't know, in a bit of a, having a tantrum or something, but very, very calmly. Okay, here we go. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7.
My grandson does it like that.
Your grandson does that. Oh, excellent. Well, you can join in now and show him how to do it. So you want to, and that's quite a nice one. That's one of Ever Scuba's. Right. So without further ado, actually, I'm going to have a quick glug of water, and then we'll have our tea break at midday, I think, because then you can go off, and then we'll just go through the. Oh, that's nice. Because it's going to take a while to go through these, the 18 Tai Chi Qigong sets. So the preparation, so we're going to do the first 3 moves and see how we get on, and we're just going to do it in blocks of 3, just to sort of see how we get on, and then we'll try and do the whole of it. But there's no stepping or anything. It's quite, yeah. So these were developed by Professor Lin Hao Sheng, and he's very cheerful. Actually, if you watch his videos on YouTube, he always looks he looks quite jolly and yeah, and they have specific music designed for each set and everything, and they do all that, but we'll just carry on as normal. So you sink back and down, just relax the arms. So the first one, called preparation, which we've done a lot before, you just breathe in, breathe out. So that is the preparation. It says 4 breaths. Okay. And 3. Then one more time, 4. The next move is called circulating the chi, and that's 8. We do 8 of these. So you make like you put your hands together and you make a circular shape with the arms, but there's not much body movement, so it just comes up, you breathe in, and down, you breathe out. I think that was 8, one more, 8. Right, the next one is called Wind Rocks the Willows. So what you do is notice how far apart, you want to keep that shoulder width gap between the feet, or the hip width gap between the feet. And you turn your foot out, you transfer, then you place your other foot forwards, keeping that hip width gap between the feet. So what we're going to do, we're just going to sink back and turn, sink forward and turn. So you sink to the back foot, you sink forward to the front foot, and it's called Wind Rocks the Willows. So when you sink back and turn, you just let your arms come up, and then you transfer the weight, you turn the waist, and then the arms come up that way. So you're in the back foot, in the front foot. In the back foot, in the front foot. Back foot. So that was 3 times. So you do 3 times each leg, and then you swap. So we do 3 forward and back swings with the other leg, but you want to make sure you've placed your feet in the correct spots so that you're nice and balanced in your. So there's no wobbles. You're just nicely balanced and comfortable and really sunk in those in the feet. So now you sit back and turn, sink forward and turn. That's the first one. Sink back and turn, sink forward and turn. Number 2. Sink back and turn, sink forward and turn 3. Nice. And shake out. Any questions on those first 3 moves? Okay, all right, let's do the next 3 moves, and then we'll do those 6 again, just to remind us. And then so we've got the next 3 moves are needle at sea bottom, fisherman casts his nets,
Sounds pretty good.
and fairy shows the way. I think they mean the needle at the bottom of the sea, rather than, yeah, so needle at the bottom of the sea, fisherman casts his nets, and fairy shows the way. Right. The needle at the bottom of the sea. So what you need is this shape with the hands. I'll come a bit closer for the people watching after, look, like that, with the hands. So that thumb, the fingers go like that, and the thumb goes round there, and then you bring the 2 fingers, sword digits. Yeah, well, like you know. Right. So you come up, then you point your toe, and then you come down. Then you come up, and then you go down. Then you come up. Now, how many of these do we do? Oh, 3 on each leg. So this is the second round. And down. That's it.
Where should you be looking when you move down?
I'm looking slightly forwards.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking down,
That's,
I'm looking slightly forwards.
yeah.
So I'm not all looking on the ground, I'm sort of slightly along. Let's do one more. I think we've done, this will be the 4th round. We only need to do 3 rounds, but we'll do 4 just for practice. Very good. So that was the needle at the bottom of the sea. Right, next we've got the fisherman casting his nets. So what we do, we get a slightly wider stance, and you imagine a great big net that you're holding, and you have the hands like that. It's like a funny version of cloud hands. You come across, and your palms are out, and then you turn and swap the net round. So you like imagine swinging your net round and then whooshing it across the sea the other side. So you turn, move the net across. Now, how many times does he do this? 6 times. Five. Not bad, everyone. That's great. 6. Fantastic. Right. Fisherman cast the net. The next one is my favourite because it's silly. Fairy shows the way. So, you know, for example, you might be in Cambridge, someone's asking you, where is the train station? And then you go, it's there. And then you go, oh, maybe not, it might be over there. So you're, so what's happening? I
probably just point to it.
Yeah, I know, but you know, they'll go, oh, you've been doing those Tai Chi classes, haven't you? So just to get the hands, they come around in a circle and then they point. That's it. Around in a circle and then they point. So you want to be quite intentional with your pointing, like very, very certain. That's where it is. And then you come around and then point. It's great. It's like a little story, isn't it? You know, you've got this is the fairy pointing the way. So I think it's something to do with the translation from the Chinese. I'm not sure if fairies in China are the same sort of things as what fairies, because I know dragons are different. In China, they're different to what we think of as a dragon as something that breathes fire and, you know, steals women and
Welsh.
Yes, you know, and
Yeah.
Welsh. And a Welsh. So the Chinese dragons, they swim, they're more like water creatures, and they're quite mercurial and a little bit wise as well, and I think they do magical things or something, so they're different. So they're watery, so it's different. So I'm just wondering if a fairy in China, it might be a different thing to what we'd imagine, so I will look into that and say, what's the difference? Because, you know, what happens is cultures build up all these legends, they've got a lot of similarities, like, you know, the Greeks and the Roman mythology, Greek mythology, Persian mythology seem to all, so it's quite interesting when you look into the folklore.
Yes.
Yes, the folklore is fantastic. Yes, so anyway, so with that, now this time what you do is you put your leg behind the other leg, if you can. Now if you don't want to do that with your leg, you can just put it next to the leg. So this is the basic way, and you just go into cat stance. You go into a normal cat stance, so you bring your leg in, like that. And then the more advanced way is you sink down and do that. So you work out which way you want to do. So I'm spending a bit of time with this one, that's it. Fairy points the way. Right, I've lost count of how many we're supposed to do. Let me just check with my crib sheet. Fairy shows the way. Oh, that's 3 each side. We do 3 each side. Okay, let's do that now. So, here we go. 1. Well, we'll just do the basic. 2. It's good for the brain, isn't it? And last one. 3. Well done. Nice. Okay, any questions?
Okay.
Okay, let's just go through those first 6 movements just to see if there, and then just have a look, see if there's any niggly bits or, you know, if this was building, if there's any snagging, you know, for anything we want to look at a bit more. So just have some lovely amount of space, sink your hips back and down, and really feel the ground, the contact with the ground in the feet. So we're breathing. Breathing in and out. We just want to be nice and tall in the body. The chin's slightly tucked in. You're looking forward as you gaze behind and above. Relax the shoulders. So, first 3 movements: preparation, circulating the chi, wind rocks the willows. So, preparation, 4 times. Breathe out. Well, we've got that pretty much cracked, haven't we? Very good. One more time. Right, fantastic. Well, that's one we can all definitely do very well, so that's really good. Now, circulating the chi, you make that shape. I'll come a bit closer for that one and do it from the diagonal. So you come in, up, breathe in, and down. I think we do this 6 times. 2. 3. Well, you'll be pleased to know it's definitely clearing up a bit more. Good. 4. 5. 6. Fantastic. Great. Okay, next. Wind rocks the willows. So you place 1 foot forward, and we do 3 each side. So we'll just get the feet. So you sink forward and you turn, and just let the arms gently float up. Then you sink your weight into the back foot, turn slightly, just allow the arms, and you sink forward and turn. I'll show that from the side view. You sink back and turn. Okay, last time, so this is the third time. And then you come back, ring footed. Stand in your Wu Chi first, get yourself, so you're going from the parallel stance. When you step forward, you come forward from the parallel stance. So we step, comfortable. Oh, yeah, nice and comfy. And then from a very comfy place, that's when you move. So you sink forward, and then you turn. You drop the arms, you sink back, and you turn. Sink forward, and turn. Sink back, and turn. Sink forward, and turn. So, yeah, is anyone here for the 19th of December?
No,
You can't. Can you make it?
19, I should do so.
Do you think you'll be able to?
easy.
Yeah.
I'll run that morning.
Okay.
You're
I'll
right.
run on that morning anyway, I think.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah. Third time, one more. Forward. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a mental note of dates, but I won't do the evening one. And relax. Oh. That's the first three. So I think out of those first three, it's the Wind Rocks the Willows is the tricky one, isn't it? Okay, we'll make a mental note of that. Number 4, needle at the bottom of the sea, and we do 6 of those, 3 each leg. So you come up, and then you place your foot and you needle at the bottom of the sea. And then you come up. So that's first one. We just got 2 more to do, so we do 3 each side. So here's the second one, second time each side. Yeah, we've got this one pretty good. This one's pretty good. So that's another one we can do, so that's good. And then the third one. Fisherman cast the net. So you go to a slightly wider stance, and then you just have your hands, and then we're doing 6 times. So six right and left. 1, 2. Sink the hips, relax the shoulders. So you want your arms are floating. Think of the arms being light. 3. Okay, so this is another tricky one. That's good. I'll make a mental note. 4. 5. If we don't get round all 18, it's fine. I'm not in a hurry. And 6. Oh, lovely. Then everybody's favourite, fairy, shows the way. And I think this is another one that is a bit tricky, but we'll give it a go. So you go like this with the arms, they come round. They come down and then they point, you transfer the weight. We just do the cat stance version, so I think that's the easy. We'll work towards the big version. You come around. Now as they come around, you step, then you go and point. And you look where the thing is that you're pointing to. And then I think we do 2 more each side. step and point. That is a very good effort, everybody. We come around and we point. This is a great set, isn't it? We come around and we point. Okay, one more time each side. Point. And point. Fantastic. Right, so that's the first 6. So I think we agree that we find the wind rocks the willows, fisherman casts his net and fairy shows the way is a little bit trickier than the other ones, yeah? Fantastic, right. The next one, the next 3, I will say what they're called. Young boy or urchin stretches his legs. Urchin stretches his legs. Fairy crane salute, there's another fairy, and yellow dragon explores ponds. So I will say those out again. Urchin stretches his legs, fairy crane salute, yellow dragon explores ponds.
Right.
That all makes sense, yeah.
I mean, they got great names. So it's almost like listening to a fairy tale or a legend. You know, you've got the wind of the red willows, the needle at the sea bottom, the fisherman cast the net, the fairy showed the way, all like a just so story. And then the young boy or urchin stretches legs. So the urchin is like think of a young vagabond, and I will show this to you. Now, you might want to modify it. So I'll show you the full version, and then I can show you the modified version. So you get in your kind of best Artful Dodger type pose, and then you transfer your weight, and then what happens is you raise the knee, and it swings forward, swings up and down. So it goes whoop, whoop, down. That might be a little tricky for some people. So what you might want to do is go cat stance, and do a little kick, go back to cat stance, and then move. So cat stance, kick, cat stance, back. Cat stance, kick, cat stance. That's hard enough, isn't it? Cat stance, kick, cat stance, back. So the Guardian, the other day, done a newspaper article on how the health benefits, people that can balance on one leg are healthier, that can balance on one leg for 10 seconds is healthier than the people who can't balance on one leg for 10 seconds. So this urchin stretches his legs is a very good one for developing your being able to stand on one leg. Another way of doing it would be to use a wall and then you turn round, or you'd have a 1, 2, 3, 4, or have a chair either side of you, and you could hold the chair, and then you can do that without having to worry about falling over. Yeah, because falling over won't help. So that would be good. So but I'll show you the full version of the urchin, because I just like the image of it reminds me of the actor that was the Artful Dodger in the Oliver Twist movie. It's like standing like that, wasn't he? So it was quite funny. So up, swing, up, down. It's quite. I'll show it from the side, just so you can see what you're aiming towards. Really works so like that, and then up, down, 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 whoops, down, down, down. I mean, it's not bad, but there's easier versions. So you can go, do a baby version, a baby urchin. So that's that one. Right, fairy crane salute. Again, we'd have to modify that one. So the second set, compared those of you that did the first set, you will notice already that the second set is a lot more challenging in terms of balance and also in terms of confusing the brain, which is a good thing. So it's really good. So the Fairy crane salute. Now I'll just show you that. So just watch, just watch. So it comes in like that, and then you go behind again. But if you don't want to go behind, you can just do that, and then turn that way. And then I'll move so I don't tread on my phone. So again, you might want to modify it. You can do it in a chair as well. So just bring your foot together and turn. We'll do the easy version. And turn. I like this. It just feels really quiet. It reminds me a bit of the sometimes you see in the Indian Kathak dancing. I've seen them, and when they have these amazing bells on their wrists and ankles, and they have a tabla player with them, and amazing clothes, and they do this. I mean, they do a lot more than just that. They do these amazing, intricate, beautiful, and the dances that tell stories as well. So you can imagine you're telling a story. Fairy crane salute. Yeah. Now let me check. I think you do. Oh, you do 8. Okay, you do 4 each side for the fairy crane salute. Now that's something I don't really understand the numbering system. Our young boy stretches his legs. You're supposed to do 14 on each leg. So we do 14. So we do 14 of those and 14 of those. Cool. That's pretty. You know, you either get better balance or you've fallen over, I think. So that's quite challenging. Now, Yellow Dragon Explores Palms. This is the £2 coin one. So imagine you've got a £2 coin in each of your palms, and you come up like that, and then you push. That's it. And you come up, got your £2 coin, and then imagine you're projecting your. Have I got any? See if this works. I'm just going to experiment. See if I was being told the trick. I've only got 1 £2 coin, so I'm going to use 2 £1 coins, and hopefully I don't. Did I go? Yeah, I think a £2 coin is better. So you come up, and then. Like you're throwing your money away. Where's my pound? I've lost it. There it is. £2 better. So one, Carell's got a £1 coin and £2 coin exercise where you lie down on the floor and then you place the £2 coin on your tummy and then you do like a tensing thing to see if you can get the £2 coin to jump up. We did that for ages last Tuesday night in class. And
alcohol before
no, it's for developing your core muscles and tummy muscles. Yeah, but when he did it, because I watched it on Zoom, he was like that. He's very skinny though. He's very, very skinny, and he did it, and it did jump. I mean, when I tried it, mine didn't really jump at all. It moved a bit, but it was a bit rubbish. But we can try out those things because they can be quite useful for developing things that develop your strength and stuff. But maybe when it's a bit warmer and you don't want to lie on the cold floor in winter. So let's have a go at the yellow dragon. Now, how many yellow dragons? Yellow dragon 8. Oh, so it's 28 hits, then 8 fairy cranes, and 8 yellow dragons. So you come up, and you imagine the £2 coin, and then you push. It's quite nice, isn't it? And then
It's like pushing the dragon away.
it's like pushing the dragon away, isn't it? But you're the yellow dragon. Yellow dragon explores palms. Oh, I wonder what my palms could do. So he's probably, maybe it's like a fireball or something, or a rock, or I don't know. And I got told a brilliant story as well last week in class. Fantastic. Because part of our assessment is we've got to tell a story, but relate it to how we teach Tai Chi. And I've been trying for weeks, but finally I got this amazing story class that was already made, and I thought, brilliant, I'll have that. So, okay, we've got that one pretty sussed, haven't we? So the ones out of those three, young boy stretches his leg, we're going to have to do the modified version, and just do it. And then that's doable. We do the modified version. We can work towards the full version, but that's not bad. And then you've got the fairy crane salute. Again, we can do the modified version. So we're not having to, that seems to be, yeah, that's doable. That's doable. And then we've got the dragon throwing £2 coins. Is obviously quite a rich dragon, isn't it? You know, we do 8 of those. Okay.
It's like small on his pile of gold coins.
Oh, now the next, oh gosh, we've done 8. No, we've done 9 movements. We've done 9 movements, there's only 18. I reckon we should just try all of them, because then we can always do the full thing in a couple of weeks' time when it's had time to kind of settle down, and we've got the video, so then you can watch the video on the YouTube channel after if you want to think, now what on earth was it we did that Monday morning? So the next 3 moves is draw the bow to shoot the bird. That's nasty, that's not very vegan, is it? Not very sustainable. Draw the bow, I'm going to say to shoot the arrow. I don't like that. 2 dragons swim out to sea. Oh, that sounds nice. And then you've got pushing the waves. Pushing the waves. Now, how do they do? Let me just check. Hang on, I'll just pause the video. I'm just going to. Yeah. So all these moves, because he does it from a kind of let me turn that round. Because he does it from a rehabilitation point of view, they work things like your brain function, your balance, and strengthening. That's what that sort of the emphasis is. So we've got the draw the bow to shoot the arrow, 2 dragons swim out to the sea and pushing away. So draw the bow to shoot the arrow in a slightly wider stance. And you go up through the middle, and then you sink your weight to one side, and you like that, and then you go back to the middle, and then it looks a bit like the old style. I saw some pictures of kind of Shakespearean actors in Victorian Britain, and they'd all be dressed up and they'd be doing things like this. So it reminds me of that, if that helps. And then you breathe and we sink and we stretch. So there's a very gentle opening feeling in the chest, but the arms, if you look at it from the side view, are in front of the body. You come back to the middle and then draw the bow to shoot the arrow. You come back to the middle. Draw the bow to shoot the arrow. Marvellous. I think that will probably be enough. Let me just check the numbers. How many of these do you do? Oh, you do 8. You do 4 each side. So we do 4, 1, 2. Yeah, we'll do that. 3. So that was the practice. Let's just do it. 3. Nice. That's much better. So you can see it's working the brain, can't you? 4. Because you're doing slightly different things with both hands. Nice. And then just nice and relaxed. So the twin dragons swim out to the sea. I think we'll do. Oh, you're only doing 3 each side. Oh, that's a shame. I really like that one. So only 3 each side. So the twin dragons from out. See, let me just demonstrate from the diagonal. So you make all dragon heads. So they've got pointy ears, and you come up like that, and then you step, and then the hands come down, and you want to straight back like that. It looks quite cool. And then you come back like that, and then you swim out to see the other side. And we're just doing 3 each side, so we're going to do 2 more repetitions. So you step, you make your dragons, swim out across the ocean, and then you come up. The twin dragons swim across the sea. So you think these 2 dragons going for a swim. Okay, and then number 3, 3rd repetition, that's it. And we come up. Nice. Step. So again, this works your balance as well, because you're having to do stepping, and then you bring the hands down. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Very good. So this is a lot more challenging than the first set. So he must have really, you know, and then each of his sets has got his own flavour, and they all look really good. And then when you see about 30 or 40 odd people all doing them to the official music, it was quite good. That's quite good. Okay, then we've got the pushing the waves. Now I'm just checking the numbers. Yeah, it's 3 each side. So you come around, you step and you push. You come around, you turn, you go into cat stance, then you step into bow and arrow stance and push. And then you just do that 2 more times each side. Turn, push. Turn, push. And then 1 more time each side. Turn and push. Turn and push. Okay, so what you want to do is look at what I'm doing with the feet. Especially if there's footwork, you want to really understand what the feet are doing, because the feet are telling your arms what they're doing. So if I show you from the back, so I turn my foot, I transfer my weight, I go to cat stance, I go to bow and arrow stance, I sink back, I turn, I transfer my weight, I go to cat stance, I go to bow and arrow stance, I sink back, I turn, I transfer my weight, I go to cat stance, I go to bow and arrow stance. I sink back, I turn, I transfer the weight, cat stance, bow and arrow stance. So when you're stepping, you want to make sure you're giving yourself, so remember when we were doing, if I was doing this this way, I'd make sure I've got a nice wide gap between my heels and my foot, so I'm not having to worry about being able to balance. So if you find that you're stepping and you're wobbling, it's because you're too narrow. You want to think about your tram lines. So this one's a little bit more involved, and what we'll do is I'll make a mental note of the moves that are tricky, and then we can look at those in isolation over the next few weeks and get them a little bit more solid, because anything that works your footwork, again, will work your balance, which is a good thing. So I'll just show you from the side. So that I turn my foot in, I transfer my step, and then when I do it with the hands, so remember we just go like this. It's the footwork, because the hands aren't doing much. The feet are doing a lot. So I sink back, I turn my foot in, I transfer my weight, I step with my foot, that's when the hands push. I sink back, I turn, I cat stance, bow and arrow stance. There you go. Yeah.
Does it make any difference whether you turn that way or that way?
Well, the way...
Because I find that
Yeah.
because it's my left, I find that it's much more difficult to do that
Yeah.
than it is to do that. because
Yes, that's
the
right.
will
Then there'll be
lead
a side that moves easier than the other.
you. Yeah,
Because that's a life thing.
the one which works easier. Yeah,
Yeah, the one that works, yeah, that's
Yeah.
normal.
yeah,
That's
that's all.
perfectly normal.
Okay.
So what you do is you don't do extra on the side that's not quite equal. You just practice both sides, and eventually, because one side knows it, it's almost like if you get it good on one side, it kind of almost teaches the other side. So I tend to do both things equally, and then the side that's a little bit more awkward, that will catch up. So I'll just show you what we're doing again. So there's this movement, and then there's this movement in whichever side. So, but it's what it is we're practicing a 180-degree turn. You could do it just like that, which would work your balance, but not as well as working your balance with a 180-degree turn. Brilliant exercise for balance. Really, really good. Very good. Anything that works, anything that challenges your brain, like, you know, Tai Chi, Sudoku, word searches, crosswords, anything that challenges the brain is a good thing. Because as well as your cognitive function, it will work your balance, especially if it involves a movement. So if you watch again, so I come across. Now the foot moving is what tells my hands that they can go across now. Then I sit back, cat stance, I step, and then I push. So if I face that way, maybe that would work better if I'm facing. It's just the problem is because before you couldn't see what the arms were doing, but now you know what the arms are doing. It means I can turn around and we can do it from that way. So we're going to go to that side first. So what you do is you bring your arms across. Now turn the right foot in. Now transfer your weight into the right foot, go into left cat stance, bring your hands in to prepare to push. Now step with your left foot, heel toe. Now transfer the weight and you push. Double hand push. Now you sink back and turn. Go into cat stance, bring the hands in, then step and push. Sink back and turn, transfer the weight, cat stance, bow and arrow stance, push, sink back, turn, transfer the weight, cat stance, bow and arrow stance, push. So in bow and arrow stance, okay, you want to keep your foot, just relax, you want to keep your feet flat on the ground. So if you just watch what I've done, my foot stays flat on the ground, so I push like that. I push like that. It's different to the push in the first set. He was getting us to lift our heel and lift our toes, but in this set, he's not. So he's out. So that was, how long have we got? Okay, we've gone up to number 12, and there's 18 to go, so we're just missing 6. We're just missing 6, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good, considering we've not really done it before. That's not bad at all, is it? That's pretty good. Let's do something else now. So come, make some space. I'm just going to do. Yeah, let's just for the last moment before we all stop for tea. So we had a late tea break, those of you watching later on YouTube, because I got stuck behind a tractor in the fog, and I think it was the tractor was doing Tai Chi driving. Very, very slow. But because it was foggy, I thought it would be safer to not overtake the tractor, just because I wasn't sure if a car, you couldn't really see well enough, so I was like, okay, that's all right. So our timings have all been thrown out. So what we can do now is we can do a walking exercise. I'll just show it. It's double-handed push walking exercise. So you just step and you sink forward. And we're not doing any turning. We're just coming in like that. Cat stance. Bow and arrow stance. We can go for a little walk. So I'll go, let's see, shall we go, why don't you come that end, and we'll go for a little walk, and I'll remove these trip hazards. We will continue working very slowly on the 18 sets. So what I'd like to do over the next few weeks, obviously not next week, I'm in Birmingham, but over the next few weeks I'd like to spend the rest of the year working on the 18 sets, so we'll learn all of them. Well, we'll have gone through all 18, so we know what the whole piece is. And then what we'll do is we'll do a bit of snagging. There's yeah, we had a bathroom thing where I live, and there were lots of snags. Let's put it that way. Okay, so double-handed push. So you're in cat stance, and you go heel toe. You transfer the weight. You come back, heel toe, transfer the weight. Heel toe, transfer the weight. So this is much easier, isn't it, than the other one we were just doing with the direction change. So changing direction is worth doing, you know. And one more time, that beautiful. So we're doing a little bit of the Tai Chi walking break. Come round in a circle. We'll close now because it's nearly tea time. We don't want to miss tea. So nice and relaxed, nice and tall. Sink the hips back and down. Feel the ground under the feet. Relax the jaw. Soften the knees. Just allow yourself to sink down. Okay, so we'll do this one, just breathe in. This is actually the final, I think this is the final movement. And down. So this is the final movement in quite a few different sets actually, and sometimes they give it a different name. Very confusing because the arms look exactly the same. But there you go, it's a bit like in Irish and Scottish folk music, sometimes you'll get a tune and then you'll get another tune that's got the same name, that's got completely different notes. Or you'll get the same tune that's got lots of different names. So there's a lot of crossover. One more time.
It's Irish logic.
Irish logic, yeah. Or folk logic, I think it's folk logic. Okay, right. Now we're going to do plum blossom falls left and right. Plum blossom falls left and right. So, there we go. Although now I guess it's autumn leaves fall left and right, isn't it? And then yeah, it's a nice little set, that 18 set, and if you really go for it with a bit of welly, quite a good cardiac workout as well, actually. So sun and moon. Sun, moon. And one more. Nice and tall. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. One more time. And then rub the hands together. And polish the face. So Master Chun says that this makes you look younger. So
Right.
let's see if it works today. It might work.
It's gotta work, Mark.
It's got to work at some point. Or maybe, you know, I've been doing this for nearly 20 years now. Maybe like if I hadn't, I'd look like proper wrinkled or something. And then rub the hands together and give the lower back a rub. Yeah. And then nice and tall, relax the. That's it. Three more, then we'll. We're definitely on our teas. Once more, we're feeling marvellous. So remember, next week you could all go out and have a tea. go to the cafe. You know. Okay, maybe if this was a right hand. There's that lovely cafe in Burma, isn't there? And then brilliant. Give yourselves a round of applause. Fantastic. Right, it's tea time. We're stopping for tea. Bye bye, YouTubers.